You guys, I just noticed that my time was wrong in my posting. I apologize. It was set for 12 a.m. Don't know how I did that. Except, mistakes happen. So let's bring up a couple things. I was reading something from Krishnamurti. Hey, Celine, how are you, my friend? Um, I mentioned the influence of Krishnamurti on both Krishnamurtis, Krishnamurti UJ and J. Krishnamurti. The confidence of innocence. It's pretty interesting to think about. Let's see. Hey, Amanda. Amanda says, sorry, my voice cracked. It's the first time I've talked for, I've been up since, I guess it was about 2:15 this morning. And haven't even said good morning to my cats yet. You guys are the first ones I've spoken to. Selena says, so to everyone in the chat. I think it's, well, no, we got 5 people here. Hit that sexy like button for the sexy man. There's a sexy like button. Every computer should come with a sexy like button. Wouldn't life be easier? Lucy says, hey to Amanda. Sebastian says, hey, Sebastian. Hey, good morning. We don't often see you this early. I know that some of you guys have, this is the time change for you guys. We had ours a few weeks ago. Hey, Kobe. Kobe says, good morning, Eric. Good morning, Kobe. And it says, let me bring up the big screen. True friend is someone who believes in you, even when you stop believing in yourself. Nice. I like that. Hey, here's a question. How often can we be, with taking what Amanda said, how often can we be a true friend to ourselves? How often can we continue to believe in ourselves, our true self? Hey, Anton. Even when we've stopped believing in ourselves. So that means that even when the ego rebels, can we see deeper past the ego and believe in who we truly are? I sort of wrote about that this morning. And it sort of applies in that quote from Krishnamurti, the confidence of innocence. If we had, remember when we were children? We probably don't remember when we were learning to walk, right? I don't. But if you've ever watched a kid, and I know you guys, some of you guys are mothers, fathers, so you've watched your kids learn how to walk. Amanda says, thank you for believing in me, Yogi. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sebastian says, good morning, Yogi, good morning, all. That's the confidence of innocence. A child doesn't know they're not supposed to fall, so they don't get upset. They just get back up again. But later, when our own innocence has been buried, not destroyed, but buried, tainted by the ego, we view falling as a bad thing. But when we had that confidence of our innocence, we fell, we smiled, we got back up. We fell, we smiled, and we got back up. That innocence and that confidence of innocence isn't gone. It's still present. We don't even need to regain it. We just need to look for it. So every single one of us today, in some way, we're going to fall, meaning that we're going to respond from the ego. We're going to do something that we're not completely happy about. We're going to snap at someone. We're going to say something unkind. We're going to lose our patience, even if just a little bit. And then what? We're going to judge ourselves. We're not going to have that confidence of our innocence. We didn't mean to do it. Had we been able to do better, we would have done better. Hey, Wolfcraft. Nice to see you guys. Nice to see everyone saying hi to each other. Oh, we got Willow here. Hey, Willow. Willow says, how are you? I'm pretty good. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Frankie. Frankie says, good morning. Good morning, Frankie. Joshua says, Joshua Franco says, hi. Hello, my friend. Celia says, Yogi Eric, my child is innocent, and I want her to stay that way forever. And you know what? She will. She will. As is your inner child. I don't mean that in the traditional psychological fashion, but in a reality. Who you are is that inner child that has been buried almost completely so by our egoic belief that we are small and separate from the source and separate from each other. But the ego can't fully bury it because that's reality. So that inner child that is in within your child and is within us, it'll always stay there. It'll always be innocent. But can we regain the confidence of our innocence? Meaning, can we fall and dust ourselves off again and smile and get back up? It's important to smile. And it has to be that gentle smile of, you know what, we're all just navigating through life the best that we can. This is what Ram Dass meant when he said, when he was asked, let's see, Lucina says, I am James Hetfield. Hey, I appreciate your music. When he was asked, what's the purpose of life? And everyone expected this big yogic answer, you know, unfolding Dharma and, you know, complicated stuff. And he just smiled and said, the purpose of life, we're all just walking each other home. That's that gentle smile. To look at someone and say, you know what? They're just trying to get home too. And I can make it a little easier for them. I can take their hand. I can give them that gentle smile. I can emotionally extend my heart and give them a little bit of a hug. And I can just walk them home, or I can walk home with them. Guess what? Every one of us is trying to walk home. And when we walk home with someone else, when we take their hand, when we give them that gentle smile, we're offering it to ourselves. Because as Ramana Maharshi said, when he was asked, how do we treat others? He smiled and said, there are no others. We're walking ourselves home through the guise of walking each other home. Hey, Kat. Kat, how are you? Selena says, Eric, that's true, except I'm childish from time to time. Me too. Me too. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a good fart joke from now and again? None of us are ever above a tantrum. None of us are ever above a tantrum, no matter how much we wish we were. And man, look at the world. We're in one big giant tantrum right now. So if we can recognize that in ourselves, we're able to recognize that in other people, which makes the world a little bit easier to get through. We forgive ourselves for our tantrums, and the way we do that is forgiving others for their tantrums. Amanda says, friendship is a single soul dwelling in true bodies. Oh man, that's beautiful. Beautiful, Amanda. Being a friend is about what we give, not what we get. Beautiful again. Your friends are the ones who can count on, just like they count on you. Well, says, how's everyone this morning going so far? So far, so good. How are you, Lucy? Joshua says, hope you have a good day. Thank you, my friend. I hope you have a good day too. Yeah, I know you guys are going through your time zone change. Not time zone, time frame, time something. Sebastian says, hey, Kobe, morning. Thank you for your warm greeting. So yeah, that was from Krishnamurti. The confidence of our innocence, the confidence of innocence. Regaining the confidence that we are completely innocent, which means we can try anything. We can be anything. We can do anything, because if we seem to fail, we smile, we dust ourselves off, and we try again. And we help other people try again continuously. That's the nature of forgiveness. Hey, Raya, how are you? Good morning. That's the nature of forgiveness, is allowing people to dust themselves off and try again. Seeing the original innocence. We were never kicked out of the garden, guys. We're still there, dreaming that we are in anything but the garden. Lisa says, I'm doing great. How are you, Yogi? Doing good too. I feel like smiling this morning. Amanda says, many eyes go through the meadow, but few see the flowers in it. Absolutely beautiful. You know what? That reminds me of Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl wrote Man's Search for Meaning, where he details his time spent in German concentration camp. Lost his family, lost every one of his friends, had absolutely nothing left. Do you know how he got through? He realized that even if he survived, Paul says, Yogi, please, can we speak Breath of Fire? Yep, we can definitely do it. Hey, Tandra. Tandra says, hey, Yogi, how are you? Tandra, I'm good. Thank you again for the eclipse, being able to watch that. Viktor Frankl realized, hey, Sandy, I don't know if I want to guess Sandy. My mind might go to a different place. Hey, Banana. Banana says, I'm bored. Yeah, I have that effect on people. It helps them sleep, though. So, Viktor Frankl realized if he even did manage to live his way through a concentration camp, if he didn't forgive those who destroyed every single one that he loved, that he wouldn't really have survived. He would have been destroyed in the concentration camp. Was indeed it lasted night. Tanya says, thank you. Glad you liked it. Well, your drunk boyfriend gave you piercings. I'm not sure I would allow a drunk anyone to give me a piercing. I'm not sure I would allow a sober one to give me certain piercings. So, Viktor Frankl, I want to relate this to what Amanda said. When he was released, when he was liberated from the concentration camp, he came by a field of flowers. Barely noticed it. Couldn't appreciate it. It could have been weeds as far as he was concerned. It was absolutely nothingness itself. Because what was within him that could appreciate the beauty of a flower was dehumanized to the extent that it couldn't surface. About 2 weeks later, walking with some friends, they all came across that same field of flowers, and he was awake. That which could appreciate beauty became alive again, and they wept. They fell to the ground and just cried because of the beauty. They survived. They survived the horrors of a concentration camp. Not physically. When they wept at those flowers, they realized that they survived spiritually, that their confidence of innocence was still intact and able to appreciate the beauty of a single flower, let alone a field of flowers. That was beautifully said, Amanda. Thank you so much. Amanda says, we're all born with a divine fire in us. Our efforts should be to give wings to the fire and fill the world with the glow of its goodness. Amanda, speaking of fire, Amanda is on fire. Cindy says, Viktor Frankl, when we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Awesome. I love Viktor Frankl. I have Man's Search for Meaning right on my bookshelf over here. Let's see. Willis says, say I have a busy day. I'm so happy to get you in my life. All right. How would you guys like to try Bellows breath as an option to Breath of Fire? It's a little more intense. Sebastian says, Eric, I'll be honest, I used to be in the chats of gambling communities where I first met Jace, but I completely withdrew. It wasn't healthy, and the conversations were not meaningful. I'm glad you're here, Sebastian. Not, I'll be honest with you, not for your sake, for our sake, for my sake. You're a valuable part of the community. I often find, because of your insightful questions, I find myself talking about things I hadn't planned on talking about, that it helps me unfold things a little bit different and in a different way. Stina says, Yogi Eric, Bella's breath, please. Yes, please. Awesome. Sandy says, he's a tattoo artist. Oh, nice. Also knows how to do piercings. I get 10 of my piercings for men. I thought about getting another hole in my head, like I need one. Willa says, yeah, please, sure. Happy to try a new breath work, my friend. There's 2 ways of doing Bella's breath. Hey, Jace. Hey, Dale. Dale says, good morning, Eric. Jace says, well, good morning. Hey, Sabine. Sabine says, hello, everyone in the chat. Nice to see you. Cindy says, Sebastian, I appreciate your honesty, friend, and I'm glad I met you here. Me too. I'm glad I met you all here. We all met through so many different places, you know? From Toy Pups to we met some great friends through Amanda. Met some great friends through Jace. Deep appreciation. All right. Guys, you know what's coming up. I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to tuck my shirt in. I dislike tucking my shirt in. How's this for a beautiful day, guys? Give me 1 second. Look at that beautiful smile. And look at Jace. Look at that beautiful smile on Jace. And look at that deep look of love that Xena has. So awesome. Greetings from Scotland. Oh, wow. All the way up in Scotland. Hey, Timo. Timo says, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Hey, and yes, congratulations to Sandy. So, all right, guys. Tucked in shirt. That means business, guys. When I tuck in my shirt, you don't know what's going to happen. Tuck in my shirt, dust off my hands. Oh, it's going to break loose. It's the same thing. I exhale forcefully through my nose. Stomach goes back and up. This time, though, instead of the passive inhalation, I'm going to push the stomach out a little more forcefully. So it's like a bellow. The breath of fire, exhale. Bellows breath. Little forceful. See the difference? So when I count, it is, when I do breath of fire, it's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. This time, it's going to be a little more. Thank you, Jace. Jace. Happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday to you, Jace. So this time, it's going to be in, out, in, out, in, out. So I want to emphasize, when I say forcefulness, I'm not saying bam, like you're ramming it in there. I'm just meaning that you're applying effort to the exhalation and the inhalation. So it's a little faster, a little more vigorous. Amanda says, happy birthday, Eric. Thank you. Good morning, Natandra. Now, if you want, Amanda says, rhythm of the body, the melody of the mind, and the harmony of the soul creates the symphony of life. Beautiful. If you want, only if you want, you can add in an arm movement to the bellows. Breathe in. That's taken from Kundalini Yoga. And it's a little, again, more vigorous. It'll wake you up. It'll create just the right hormonal cocktail to awaken the mind, awaken the body, and put fire in the soul. You're ready to go. Entirely up to you. Remember, breath of fire is active exhalation, passive inhalation. Happens on its own. Bellows breath, active exhalation, and we always start with the exhalation. Active inhalation. Let me get the chat back up. Let me know when everyone's ready. If you say ready, it means that you understand how the breath works. If you have a question, let me know. Timo says, Eric has everyday birthday with nice people in the community. You know what? Thank you, Timo. That's beautiful. That's true. It's you guys. You guys give each and every one of us a happy birthday each day. Amanda says, yoga does not change the way we see things. It transforms the person who sees. Absolutely. And everything's yoga. Everything's yoga. Amanda is on fire. Louis says, let's do this, Yogi. You got it. All right. Selena says, ready. All right. Selena says, Yogi Eric means business with the shirt tucked in. Yes, that's why we need to get started so I can immediately untuck the shirt. Louis says, ready, Eric? Think I understand. Awesome. Amanda says, meditation is a way of nourishing and blossoming the divinity within you. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here we go, guys. So close your eyes, focus on the breath. We do 20 rounds. We're not going to do a breath hold. We're just going to do 20 rounds. Then we're going to do recovery, easy breathing. 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 breaths, nice and easy. And then we go back in to the bellows breathing. So close your eyes, start out and relax. Remember, we begin on the exhalation. My voice is going to guide you. Shoulders are relaxed, jaws relaxed, eyes are closed. You can put your focus on the third eye if you want. And take a breath in and exhale, inhale, 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 and relax. 20 breaths. Relax. Allow your breath to settle. Easy rhythm. We're going to take 1. We're going to take 2, 3. We're going to take 4 breaths, 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale, inhale, 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 exhale, relax, relax. Round 2. Breathe easily and naturally. Recovery breaths. Everything's going perfect. Everything's going fine. We're creating that optimal hormonal cocktail of good morningness or good afternoonness, energy. Just the right amount that we need to face the day. We're going to start round 3. Breathe in and exhale, inhale, 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 exhale, inhale. Breathe in and relax, relax. 3 rounds and we're absolutely done. Enjoy this moment. Keep your eyes closed for just a bit. You are energized and relaxed. That perfect combination of alertness, awakeness, and peacefulness all in one singular moment. Ready to face whatever it is that's next for you. Calmly, responsively. And with that, when you're ready, open your eyes, join the chat, and allow me to detuctify myself, untuctify myself. And that was Bella's breath, guys. Let me know how it was for you. Let me know if you prefer the breath of fire, which is a little more gentle. Me, I prefer the gentleness. But every so often, we need to be shaken up a bit. And did you do the arm movement? Amanda says body benefits from movement and the mind benefits from stillness. Nice. So it appears to me that Amanda, like you've had an epiphany. One of my favorite words. One of my favorite things to realize too. Change is not something that we should fear, whether it is something that we should welcome. For without change, nothing in this world would ever grow or blossom, and no one in this world would ever. Let's wait and see what comes next. Ever move forward to becoming the person they're meant to be. Amen to that. All right. What do you guys think? What did you prefer? Fred says, how are you? Hey, Fred. I have a question. Last time about taking tests, even though I study, but when she says, yep, I remember you asking about taking tests. Willa says, oh my God, wow, it's a fun breath. Thanks, Yogi. I didn't do the hand movement. It just would have confused me more. Understandable. And yeah, when I prefer breath of fire, my friend, you got it. Amanda says the other breath. So you like breath of fire too? Hey, I can understand that, Fred. You've studied. But you still freeze? Hey, breath work would definitely help with that. Fred, let me know before you take a test and reach out to me if you want. You can send me an email and we can do some breath work before your test if our schedules align. And I will do everything I can to make sure that they do. Meditation would help as well. Amanda says, yes, breath of fire. Yeah, and Sebastian, definitely he can join us. Celia says, that was good, Yogi Eric, but I prefer breath of fire. Gotcha. Breath of fire is more relaxing. It is more relaxing. You're right about that. Some people can experience a Kundalini awakening when they do bellows breath. Kundalini is the serpent power, the serpent fire that resides upon the spine. It is the power of our awakening, tying all the chakras together and reaching divinity itself, Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Okay, it's good to have that option though. If you are if you got something big and active coming up, if you're going to do a 5K race and you wake up in the morning, you might want to do the bellows breathing, a little more invigorating. If you just want to start your day in an energetic yet more gentle way, breath of fire is the way to go. Dill says, Eric, what advice would you give to someone who wants to get involved in Course in Miracles and do the workbook lessons, but is put off by what some say the Christian terminology of it? Great question, Dale. That it's just terminology. That Course in Miracles has more aligned with yoga, Buddhism, Advaita Vedanta than it does with Christianity, or at least Christianity as we know it. So we could do two things. We could ignore the terminology entirely. There's actually workbooks out there, presentations that actually do that you can find on Amazon. As well, we could also allow it to reinterpretate Christianity as presented. Why does Christianity have to be just the way it's been presented over the centuries? How come it can't be a living tradition that teaches the actuality of Jesus's message, and not the dogma of organizations? Doesn't have to be religion. It could be faith, and there's a big difference. Fred says, okay, thank you. So yeah, Fred, the key is to relax. You've studied, you have the information. This is what we tell people. I mentioned this to you before. Uh, when I was training people for ultra running, trust your fitness. You've done the work. You're in shape. You've done the hill work. You've done the speed work. You've done the long, slow days of just slugging in the miles. You've prepared your stomach. You've tested your will on some shorter races. Now trust it that will all come together the moment that you need it. It's the same with classwork. You've studied. You've done your classwork. You're ready for the test. Trust that you put in the work. Sebastian says, Amanda, you made me smile this morning. And I feel good. Thank you for the positivity. Absolutely. Amanda says, thank you, Eric, for a morning that you helped make shine. Love you all and see you all again. Thank you, Amanda. I agree with Sebastian. Willa says, my day is not going to be good, but it could be good. Hey, Willa, what if you were determined to see good? Determined. And by that, I don't mean gritting your teeth and going through days with this grim look of determination, but that you're willing to dust yourself off, forgive yourself every time you fall, every time it seems like I'm not having a good day, every time you catch yourself thinking, this isn't good, every time you judge yourself. Every time that happens, what if you just dust yourself off, give yourself that gentle smile, and proceed again? What if you were determined to do that? And if you were, that means in no way could you ever mess up. It would be impossible for you to mess up, because every time it seemed like you did, it was a perfect opportunity to dust yourself off and love yourself. If you can't do that, if you can't picture yourself smiling, what if you pictured Jace smiling at you? What if you pictured Yoda, your pup, smiling at you? What if you pictured me smiling at you? Because guess what? We are, all of us. We are always willing to bend down and help a friend get back up. Bill says, thanks for answering that, Eric. That's one thing I've noticed is that people want to give Course in Miracles a shot, if you like, but are put off by the Christian terminology. They end up giving up because of it. I was in that camp when I first started. And when I first read about it and I looked at it, I was already a decade or so removed from being a Catholic. Jace, it's time to move again. Hope to get back in time for our session. Brum, brum. Let me know, Jace. I'm going to try to get out for a 5 to 6 mile walk. So if it doesn't work out, let me know. And maybe I should take my phone with me. I never take my phone with me on a walk. It just seems like an added bit of technology that I don't need. Well, it says I'm going to be, I don't know, getting a tattoo. Nice. Heard when I went yesterday, the live, that you were talking about a tattoo or something. But it's just going to be, I don't know. I can't do it after. Yeah. It's time for me to get a new tattoo. Sebastian says, really nice. I hope the session goes well. Will says, probably won't, but yeah, thanks, Yogi. Try, Willow. Give it an effort. If you give it an effort, you can't mess up. Timo says, always think positive. Example, Optima Family is only 98,780 subs from 100K. And getting closer every day, every moment. That's optimism for you. Timo says, happy birthday, Eric. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, guys. There you go. Sebastian says, Optimob, now 98,779. See that? Power positive thinking. All right, guys, it's oatmeal time. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for, Darian says, what are you talking about? We're talking about oatmeal. Well, it says I'm going to get a paw print. Nice. I like that. I've already gotten other tattoos. There's something about having ink in you. Yeah, I agree. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. I would need to bum a ride from someone. Too bad they don't have door-to-door tattoo artists who would knock on my door and say, "Hey, I'm just wondering, are you interested in a tattoo today?" I would like immediately welcome in. I'd give them a cookie, pull out a chair, and say yes. Hey, Redeemer, nice to see you. Happy birthday, Psalms 6:5:11. You crown the year your bounty, and your carts overflow with abundance. Beautiful, my friend. Thank you. Have nice oatmeal, my friend. You still can't spell it. Still can't spell it. That's okay. Bill says, Eric, not trying to scare you, but I've heard many ultramarathon runners end up having cardiovascular problems later on in life. Have you heard about this? I haven't. Bill says, same, Yogi. It could happen. I got a friend who's getting close to 80. He's done an ultramarathon in his 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and now 80s. Not just an ultramarathon. He's done 100-mile races. It's actually Tom Green. You guys can look him up. He's a legend. I haven't done an ultra since 2019. Wow, 6 years without a race. I don't know. I suspect I will again, but I'm enjoying the kettlebell lifting right now. First, I was just curious, what type of tattoo do you get? For me or for Willa? Willa says she might get a paw print. I don't know what I would get next. Thought about it, maybe a fox or a coyote. Trickster spirit. Although I got Pam, who is a trickster god as well. I don't know. Who knows? Samsara says, what's your max bench? These days, who knows? I haven't benched since 1990 something. I benched in a bench press competition 305 pounds. That means with a pause, I benched in the gym 320, but I weighed 220 plus ish pounds. Right now, I weigh about 147, so there's no way I could even come close to that, nor would I even want to. I suspect I could bench my body weight maybe for 10 times. Don't really have much interest. I'm in the process of seeing how many times I can put two 16-kilogram kettlebells over my head repeatedly in a 10-minute period of time. Sebastian says, Kobe, you can join in the breathwork now. Asking Kobe first. Oh, awesome. Yep, Kobe, definitely. Kobe says, bye, Eric. Have a lovely day. You too, Kobe. Hey, I see the family resemblance. And I mean that sincerely. And by that, I also mean the kindness. The kindness that you guys have. Sebastian says, thank you, Optimob. Lois says she's getting a paw print next up to guinea pig. Nice. All right. With that, Dill says, I think I've heard of him before, Eric. Tom Green, the name rings a bell. I talk about him a lot. He was the first person to do the Grand Slam of ultra running, which was for the big races, Western states. I think at the time it might have been, it's a local race. Now it's Vermont, but it used to be a local race. I can't remember the name of it. And Leadville and Washus Falls. Washus, I think, was the other one. Will's going to cook breakfast. Optimob says, see you later. Kobe says, thank you, Eric. You're welcome, Kobe. All right, guys. I'm going to see everyone later. Take care, my friends, and thank you guys so much.